Chord.
Sega.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Valkyria Chronicles. I am, of course, Hobie, and I am super stoked to play this. I've been waiting for this for quite a while. I never got to play it on the original PS3 release, and I mean, it's even got a sequel already, but it has just now made its debut in the PC Gaming Master Race. I am super stoked. I love strategy games. Any of you that know me know that is true. I played the crap out of XCOM, and this came highly recommended from several people. For those of you that don't know what this is, it's sort of an Eastern, almost anime-esque World War II sort of strategy RPG. It's a bit of an odd bird. It's a bit unique. But without further ado, I've been talking way too much. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Now, just for clarity's sake, I did play a little bit of this already. I'll explain more here in a second.
The year was 1935 EC. Two powers controlled the continent. In the east, the sun rose over the autocratic East European Imperial Alliance, otherwise known as the Empire.
Oh, it's an empire, so they must be bad guys,
right? A network of loosely allied democracies formed the Atlantic Federation. Both powers depended on a precious mineral, ragnite, for their survival.
That's
and its
the
growing
unobtainium of this
scarcity led
universe.
to the inevitable war. Hostilities began in the east when the Empire aggressively crossed their western border. The Atlantic Federation responded, and the Second European War was on.
Man, they nailed it with the music in this. It's got a very somber World War II
with its vast
vibe.
military superiority, struck hard, gaining ground in early victories and putting the Federation on the defensive. Emboldened by their progress and
I
momentum,
see a weak spot.
the Empire set their sights beyond the borders of the Federation. In neighboring Gallia, a peaceful principality along the sea, they found their next victim. Gallia had long maintained its neutrality in the tensions between the two superpowers. But the rich stores of ragnite under the Gallian soil proved too tempting for the Empire. It amassed troops along the eastern border and invaded with all the force of an avalanche.
The snaky red lines of doom.
Prologue. Gallia to arms.
Okay, so a lot just happened there. I'm gonna try and stay mostly quiet during these cutscenes just to kind of preserve some of the immersion for those of you that are really into that sort of thing. I do have your best interests at mind, I promise. So, first of all, we need to address that rocket launchers are lances in this universe. That's awesome! They blew up a tank with a lance! It doesn't get any cooler than that! Also, there's really obvious glowing blue weak spots on all of these vehicles. You'll see it again here in a second, but I don't know. You think they could have armored them a little bit, or at least made them look a little bit less like a weak spot? I don't know.
March,
maybe that's just me.
1935. Outside the Gallian border town of Brule.
Yep, there it is again. It's even on the truck. Looks like it'd be dangerous to touch,
Residents are
too.
leaving the town before the invasion, headed inland towards the capital.
That lady is just gonna continue to stare creepily at that child. I'm not sure I'm okay with this. They're not saying anything, she's just locked eye
I haven't
contact.
been down this road in years. It really hasn't changed very much. Whoa. Already?
Holy carp!
Hey there, guys.
Something smells fishy.
You're beautiful. Starting early this year. You're heading upstream, huh? How's the water?
Carpe diem. Oh, I'm done. I'm sorry. I need to stop. I'm tired. Yep, that's a
Freeze.
gun.
Put your hands in the air. Slowly. haven't seen you around before. What's your name?
My name's Welkin. And you are?
The one with the gun. We're with the Brultown Watch.
Okay, yeah, getting a
I'm
bit of a
Alicia.
bitch vibe here.
Alicia Melchiot. So, I'm wondering what you've been writing in that little book you've got there. Imperial spies are in the area.
This book is nothing, really. I was just sketching the fish and, you know...
Yes. Oh, I know.
Okay, yeah, strong bitch vibe
And you
coming
know
from this
there's a
one.
war on, don't you? All right then, Mr. Artist. We'll talk about fish sketching down at the station. Take him away.
Thanks, fish.
Those guys are bad. Don't hang around them. They'll lead to nothing but trouble, I'm telling you. Okay, so it is also important to note, I've not watched any of these cutscenes yet. I think that one, and maybe, like, one more. Only ones that I've watched. I played a couple of the actual missions without watching any of the cutscenes. I am trying my hardest to avoid spoilers and going through this with a fresh experience. For you guys. We'll do this alongside all of you. I think it'll be fun, and I hope you're as excited as I am.
Flowers, bugs, and fish. You're not bad with a pen, are you? I have to say, they're really very good.
Thank you. So you see, I really was just sketching.
Maybe. Or this could be some kind of secret code.
And she does
I intend
actually
to take
have
my
a
time
point
finding
there.
out for sure.
Great.
Welks? Is that you?
Isara! Oh, your timing is perfect.
I'll come back to what I was saying just again in a
What have
second.
you gotten yourself into now, Welkin? Wait. Don't you live at the old general's house?
That's right. I'm General Gunther's daughter, Isara.
You do know everyone's supposed to evacuate, right?
Yes, I'm aware of that. My brother's here to help me move to the capital, but that may be difficult. I mean, unless you're willing to let him go, that is.
Huh?
Oops. Awkward.
I apologize, but I was just doing my job, you know. I saw you with the notebook and thought you were a spy. Again, I'm really sorry about that.
You
Thanks.
pointed a gun
Don't
at
worry
me.
about it. I can see how I might have looked a little suspicious.
I was drawing fish.
Welks has a real passion for observing nature. That's why he's studying it at the university, right?
Guilty as charged. I get so into it sometimes I forget where I am or that somebody might be watching me.
Gunfire! Everyone keep your heads down!
Over there!
Yeah, okay, yeah. How did you miss them initially? How did you not see them coming over the hill?
Come on!
They just shot that kid! Oh my god! Wow, the first fatality in this game was a child.
Damn it!
Looks like these guys have no experience firing a weapon.
Welkin, you can handle a gun, right?
Oh, no. You're not giving that to
I
me.
mean, I made it through training anyway.
No, you're the town watch.
They're probably just a small scouting team.
Scouts don't attack,
We should
lady.
be able to take them out.
Scouts
I'm with you.
scout. What is going on? Okay, anyways, back to the code reference that I made earlier. World War II, I think the US, that's where I am from, used Navajo, one of our Native American languages, as a code, and it was never cracked until after the war. Which is kind of funny considering some of the code words that they used. One was like iron fish or something like that. Seriously, 3 guesses as to what that actually means. If you haven't figured it out immediately, you should probably rethink some of your life choices. It means a submarine, obviously. And then there was like, there was other ones. There was one like a bird, which was obviously an airplane. I mean, some of this was like really, really obvious stuff, if you knew any English. Anyways.
Okay, here's the plan.
Okay, I'm not sure why I need to see, like, a national map here anyways, but we've got to eliminate the Imperial scouts that are approaching Brule. We'll deploy from here and take out all 3 of them. Just cross the bridge and take them down as fast as you can. Our objective here is to eliminate all enemies. Let's take care of them one at a time, nice and easy. Okay, so victory if I kill all of them, failure if literally anything bad happens. Got it.
Let's get started.
basic stuff. Okay, so I'm going to skip through a lot of the tutorializing here because I already know how to do this. I'll give you guys a quick rundown. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more efficient than,
I see 3 of them.
than the actual tutorials
That's
itself.
3 too many. Stay sharp.
Oh, wow, Alicia's showing her teeth here, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen a second.
What a beast.
There's something I should explain.
No, we're not, no. I know how command points work, okay? Alright, so this game runs off of a...
Ready to go.
Not necessarily a unit of time, it's, they're called command points, right? You just saw them in the upper part of the screen there. I get so many every turn, and if I don't use all of them, I can end my combat phase, and I can carry over the next ones into the next round. Yes, I know how attacking works as well. I use 1 command point to move a unit, and then I go into this sort of like third-person view here, right? I can do 1 action and then move around up to that unit's maximum movement for that turn. If I would... I'm sorry,
yes!
I kind of lost my train of thought there. If I choose to, see, I can still move after he's taken his action. I'm not limited to just, like, moving and then shooting in much of an XCOM way. Also, now that I've used his command point, I've used his action, and I moved him where I want him, I've got 2 command points left that I can use on somebody else.
My
For
turn,
example,
okay?
Alicia, right? Now, if I had wanted to, I could have moved Welkin again. I am not limited to 1 action point per person. I'll show you here in a second as well. I can use as many action points on as many people as I want, so I could have used all 3 on Welkin. The problem is, your units wear down. They get tired. Come on. Alright. They get tired. So, here in a oh, come on, Alicia! So, she has used all of her movement for this round. Now I can select her again,
Moving out.
decide to use her again, and now she starts with less movement than she did last time, and that's because she's tired. She's already moved once, so she can't move as far in. And that's okay. Another unique mechanic for this game is that your enemies can attack you while you're moving. They get free shots on you. These shots don't necessarily do a lot of damage, but given enough crossfire, given enough guns pointed in the right direction, it can add up to a substantial amount of damage if you're not moving in cover. So you really have to be careful. Now watch. See, so she gets free shots at him. Now, that doesn't always necessarily mean you'll, like, empty your magazine. Like, if they stop to take aim, then things pause. So, for example, I'll select Alicia here. Yeah, I'll select
My
Alicia.
turn, okay?
Now, I can have her zoom in and do aim, and he would not be able to shoot her. Like, I mean, he's a little far away to do reaction fire right now, but while I'm aiming, enemies won't shoot back. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Come on, Alicia, what are you doing? While I'm out of aiming, like that, while I would just be crouched there, they would be able to
My
fire
turn,
at me.
okay?
But being behind sandbags, they can't get critical hits. Now, obviously, headshots do more damage than body shots, in most cases. That just makes sense, you know? But while you're crouched, that critical damage is
I don't
negated.
see any more of them.
This is a really bad tutorial, I apologize. I did much better at this last time. I actually recorded a whole bunch of this, doing like a test recording, and it was really good. And then I decided I might use some of it, and the recording was corrupted, so all of it was lost.
Miss Melchiot, there's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it.
What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, Small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
Is there really? I mean, I feel like there's significantly less life
the third month
afterwards.
of the year 1935.
Do these months not have
The
names?
Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant.
Oh, spoilers!
These
Come on!
events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time.
That's not cool, they just ruined the ending.
Of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war.
Wow, that sounds like an
What
epic
follows
saga.
is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died.
That's really cool. They did it like it was a quote from a book or something, and then they had, it's not necessarily sepia tone, but you know what I'm talking about, with like the cool military drums in the background. Ugh, yes! I am digging the World War II vibe from this game. I love World War II history. I know that sounds weird. I mean, it was a horrible chapter in the history of man. A lot of awful stuff happened. A lot of life was wasted, and you know, that's all really horrible, but the history itself is fascinating. I find the technology, the people, the ideals, these titan personalities clashing on the battlefield. It's all just really, really interesting stuff. Whoa, what a windmill. Have you ever tried walking with your hands behind your head like that? Because I did it once and it wasn't a terribly
Seeing that old mill
comfortable
spinning
experience.
again really makes it feel like home sweet home.
Why is that like a trope in anime?
I hear that. It really is one of the most beautiful things about this town.
Is that like an efficient windmill design? Like, in all seriousness, does that make it better? I don't actually know.
Well, citizens, our enemy can't be far behind. I thank you for your help. Goodbye, and take care.
I don't know if their military works like ours does, but she wouldn't salute them. Because they're not actually enlisted. For that matter of fact, neither is she. She's just town watch. She's not actual military. Maybe that explains the skirt. Because it doesn't seem like a skirt would be a very viable
How's the
combat
packing
uniform.
coming along, Ys?
Almost done. I only need to take the everyday basics.
Well, then what the hell am I here for? I just got shot at so you could pack your toothbrush?
Well, the Empire's got to be close by. Let's hit the road by sundown.
Martha, look! Welks is here!
Whoa, she's big.
Oh, welcome back, Welkies.
You're still calling me that? Martha, I'm 22 years old. And more important, you shouldn't be running around. Aren't you due any day now?
Ah, a light jog won't hurt the little spud. I should know.
Is that-
I've already had 4 of them.
Is that true? I mean, we did learn, like, a lot about pregnancy practices,
Hello there.
good and bad, in the whole World War II era.
Is Welkin in?
Like, that's where we learned that smoking and drinking was bad for infants.
Oh, hello, Alicia. What brings you here?
I just wanted to apologize. For before.
Is that bread?
Here.
I
This is
love
for
bread.
you.
Are you giving me bread?
Really? These are for me?
Yes?
I work at the bakery.
Oh!
Well, I did until the war started anyway. It's where I live, too.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like
That's
heaven.
preserved bread, so it's pretty hard.
Oh.
Heat it up before you eat it, all right?
Yeah, we don't just have, like, microwaves that we could do that with. That's a pretty involved process,
I
Alicia.
baked it myself, so the flavor's guaranteed. Best you ever had.
Furthermore, can you actually preserve bread? I mean, I'm sure that's, like, a stupid question,
Thanks.
but I've never
do you wanna come
seen
in?
preserved bread. How would you go about doing that?
Arrested and shot at? You've had a busy day of it, haven't you, Welkies?
Yeah, I hadn't actually thought about that.
And what a lovely lady you are for all that adventuring. Good job, Welkies.
What?
What?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Wait, no, it's not like that. Alicia just saved my skin.
He's right, we just met. I'm not his girlfriend, just his hero.
Excuse me, I was in the gunfire
Although
too,
I'm really
lady.
hoping to be his friend.
You handed me a gun.
Well, I'm sure you will. Be good to my Welkies here, won't you?
Okay, seriously, Martha, enough with the Welkies already.
That's a lovely portrait. Is that General Gunther?
Whoa, his mustache is
Taken
magnificent.
before I was born.
That's Dad? You're a lucky guy. And who's that with him there?
My father, Tamer. He was an engineer. The General's tank was his creation.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
But I thought the General was your dad.
Yeah, okay, I see where this is going.
My birth parents died when I was a baby.
And...
The General was kind enough to take me in as his own after that.
okay, so are you gonna explain exactly
Yeah.
Yeah, there
We're
it
not
is!
related by blood, but she's definitely
There it
my
is.
little
Okay, that's
sister.
dangerous. We're skirting into dangerous territory now.
Sorry, was that question too personal?
Any of you that are familiar with any of the anime
No, I
tropes,
don't
you know
mind at
exactly
all.
what I'm talking
I was
about.
blessed with two wonderful fathers.
Yeah, I guess you were, huh? Oh, is that really the time? I've got to get going.
There's not a single clock in here. You can't make that,
Why don't
like,
you see her off, Welks?
pseudo-surprise
I can
face.
take care of the rest of this on my own.
All right,
Why
I
did
will.
you call
I'll be
me
right
here?
back.
What am I here for? I was supposed
See
to
you
help her
later,
pack,
Isara.
but it seems like she is
Safe
perfectly
travels.
capable of doing all of this by herself. Ugh! I got shot at because of you! Because you needed me to pick up your toothbrush for you. Was there a spider in the bathroom sink that you were too afraid to go near or something?
Wow, look at this. Brule's really becoming a ghost town.
They've been leaving for a while.
Ghost pigeons.
Just about everyone is evacuated by now. You can't blame them. Tensions are rising with the Empire. We'll survive. The Town Watch will guard and protect the home front. Everyone will come back someday. They'll come back when it's safe again, right?
It's a good way to look at it.
So, Welkin, I'm curious. Are you gonna join the army like your father?
I don't think that's for me. What I'd really like to do is be a teacher.
Really? I mean, that's a noble profession,
A
but
teacher?
Yeah.
crappy pay and no respect.
Animals and insects, flowers and plants, they've always been my passion. I've learned a lot from nature. You see, my dad, he protected this country as a general, but it's just that I want to give back in my own way. My own way, you know what I mean?
I think I do. You're sure about it?
Well, yeah, I just told you.
Wow, that's deep in your own way.
It's really not that deep.
Hmm.
You're thinking about this way too hard. Okay, yeah. This is what happens when you think about things, Alicia. Stop it.
What was that?
That sound.
Is that a meteor? I feel like the more likely explanation it was a rocket or like artillery or something, but... Why would they destroy the mill? That's really useful to them. How did they get into town so fast?
Come on, let's go!
Oh, man. So now they have the ability to summon meteors out of the friggin' sky, and they can teleport.
I don't believe it. The mill.
I mean, it's still pretty much standing.
Miss Melchior, the Imperials are attacking. There's a squad of them in town right now.
Honestly, the
Get all
damage
the
could have been a
Town
lot
Watch
worse.
together now. We've got to fend them off.
They must be at Mill Plaza. I'll help.
But yeah,
Thanks,
they're...
Welkin. Now move out. Stay low.
Why would they be in the place that they're shelling with artillery? I want you to target our artillery on top of our boys, right in the middle plaza. Ooh, this looks like combat. Oh boy! I don't need like a continental map to know where I am. Yes, I know we're in Brule. Gosh darn it. I was there, remember? We'll deploy from this position. Hide behind sandbags for cover. Yeah. Our goal is to eliminate the enemy leader. Be careful, there may be enemy units. Hidden enemies don't show up in command view. Alright. I win when I kill the enemy leader. I die if anything bad happens at all.
It's up to us to defend Brule.
You know, every time I see that, every time I see the words Brule, it seems like it should be pronounced bruh. Bruh. Get mad, ripped, bruh.
Our target is the Imperials in Mill Plaza. Focus on breaking the chain of command should at least buy some...
Alright, I got it.
Not really. I mean, there's a bunch of guys with guns floating around shooting unarmed people. They don't need a commander to tell them to do that. Alright, so basically all this is saying that is you regain a little bit of health at the beginning of every player turn. So I'm taking a little bit of damage here, right? Yes, I know how sightlines work. I'm taking a little bit of damage here, right? So after I end my turn, and after the enemies make their turn, the next time it's my turn again, Welkin will get some health back. Now this is explaining how the damage works. Alright, so basically, I've got that little bar in the top of the screen, right? It says to kill, 2. Now if I aim down, it says to kill, 7. That's because I was aiming at his head. 2 headshots would kill him. The little box next to that says shots is how many shots I will be firing. So 5 shots no matter where I'm aiming, because that's how much is in a magazine for this weapon. That's how much I get in 1 round. So I'll aim for the head, of course, because 2 headshots will kill him, as opposed to all 5 of my shots to his body wouldn't actually kill him. So we'll aim for the head. There we go. Got those 2 headshots.
Yes!
Critical hits are always worth aiming for. Now I'll end my current action before I take extra damage. Now, the things next to those, I think it says like versus person, versus armor, and area. That's all a description of how effective my weapon is against different targets. Okay, so versus person, there's a red circle, meaning it is most effective versus infantry. Versus armor, there's an X, meaning it does no damage versus armor, and it has no area of effect damage. Now, a triangle would mean it does a little bit of damage. A circle means maximum damage, X means no damage. Now, this guy is crouched in cover, so I'm not going to be able to land critical hits on him. See, even though I shot him in the face 3 times, I wasn't able to kill him, because I'm not getting critical hits while he's in cover. Also, if an enemy survives a combat encounter, if I shoot at them and they make it to the end of that round of firing, then they get to do a counterattack. So attacking can be just as dangerous as defending sometimes if you're not careful. Now I'm out of actions here. He's gonna attack. Okay, now Alicia just dodged. Occasionally, you'll see characters duck down and avoid damage altogether. That can be incredibly useful, especially once there's machine guns shooting at you. That will just shred your infantry to pieces. So now, once he tries to move, you'll see both of my infantry firing at him. We get free shots on anybody that's moving. Oh, we almost killed him. Now he'll fire back. Yes! We got a kill. Defending can be just as aggressive as attacking if you position your units right. It's also important to plan your movements wisely. So he stopped really fast after doing his movement. Now he's going to move around the corner so I don't get to continue firing at him. That's smart. This guy's going to die. He began his turn by aiming, so I didn't get to shoot at him at all. Now I'm counterattacking and I killed him. Again, a solid defense can be just as aggressive as like a really aggressive offense, I guess. It's all about the positioning of your units. I'm going to use my Town Watchman to scout because I don't lose if he dies. Now this guy should be toast. Oh yeah, no big deal. Easy enough. I probably could have gone a little bit more forward with him. Yeah, let's see if we can find anything up here. Aha! He looks like a command unit. And I'll have Welkin move up next. I just gotta make sure I got all my bases covered. I think that's really important in this game. Planning out your movements is... that guy just disappeared. Wow. Hello! Oh my. Okay. Okay, good job. This wouldn't be the first time that I've had
Yes!
Welkin miss at point-blank range, so I'm pretty ecstatic. Okay, that was probably wise, or not wise. I shouldn't have left him there. Hoping Alicia will be able to take this guy down before he can do any serious damage. Now, he doesn't have a machine gun. He's still rocking a rifle, so I should be okay. And I should have enough to flank him as well. I'll get in around behind him. Nice try, punk. Now, the moment he tries to move, he'll have 3 people shooting at him. Alicia's in cover, so he won't be able to get critical hits on her. Yes, end of the current phase. And we should be able to kill him in our defense phase. Wow, they have a lot of command points. Everyone fire! Yeah! Nice job, guys. Nice job. I don't know what that means, but I hope it hurt.
What's that?
Uh-oh. It
Sounds like
means
a
you
tank.
guys are about to die. That's what that is. Oh, crap. Wow, that thing's got a lot of armor plates on it. I mean, it's already an armored vehicle, but it's got, like, blast shields on it, too. That's crazy. There's a lot of rifling on that barrel. Whoa! Okay, shooting at it with your rifles isn't gonna help you guys. Man, it's almost like one of those old Russian models that has like several guns on it. Oh, I forget the name of those. I mean, there's several, but I used to play World of Tanks a lot. Okay, so now we have to contend with a tank. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end it here, ladies and gentlemen. I know. God, I hope it doesn't like kill any of my guys right off the bat. So, just a fair warning, this is going to be a long series, so if you're not one of those people to get invested in... Oh, jeez. If you're not somebody to get invested in, like, a long series and really just kind of, like, get into it with long episodes, then honestly, you might think of looking somewhere else, because I am going to be releasing these fast, they are going to be long, it's going to be just a lot of this sort of thing. So... I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed playing this. Have a wonderful day.